So
next week comes and all the problems begin anew.
Yeah,
again.
Welcome back to the stream, and where we encounter a new error every week.
What happens when you put 4 to 5 people on a stream at once? Not a lot.
Right?
Cool guy, instead of throwing random monsters at us, can you just throw us like more tech problems? I think our entire party would be wiped.
Problems after problems.
It happens.
Okay.
Right side. Are we continuing?
Yeah?
Yes. What were we doing again?
You had
Really?
all just entered the inn,
Yes.
and we're talking with the bartender, who was quite pleased to see you come back alive, which obviously means you were successful.
Obviously. Didn't he give us a key? Am I mixing up my campaigns?
Or not. He did give you a key.
Okay.
In fact, you are holding it.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk up to the room
Okay.
that this
Is it just
key
one
goes
room?
Yeah,
That's
it
the
was a
only
room
key
for
you
all
got.
of us, right?
Finest room in the house.
Is there anyone else inside the inn or inside the?
The common room bar? No. It's
Yeah.
just the bartender that you see right now. He
Alright.
doesn't look like he's going to be up on his feet for much longer.
I would like to play him a song, a farewell song.
Sure. Yeah.
I go upstairs.
Goodbye.
We just disregard this bartender. Jesus Christ. All right.
It's the middle of the night. The dude wants to go to bed too, I bet.
I guess so.
He's pretty tired.
I opened the door. And
Can't-
what's in the finest room in the inn?
The finest room of the inn encompasses the entire top floor of the inn.
Oh.
There are 6 beds in the room, all in very nice comforters and sheets, as well as some private areas for each occupant of the room, so they're not just
Whoa.
one large room itself.
Okay. Nice.
The bed frames are rather ornate, all of them having those 4 columns, like a little upper drape thing from the top near the ceiling.
Yeah.
There is a curtain around it that you can pull around your bed to give yourself some privacy while sleeping.
I'm just gonna.
No signs of anyone else living in this room, so it is all for you guys.
I'm gonna pick one that's farthest away from the door.
Okay.
Gonna. God, I'm wearing like chainmail, I think.
Do any of the beds look bigger than the other ones?
I'm just gonna slip
There
in
are
with my
some
chainmail.
extra large beds in a couple locations. So
I'll
just
take-
on the off chance that there's a
Go-
larger patient.
Going for the biggest bed I find. I'm gonna take like my 5 minutes to get rid of all of my chainmail.
Yeah. I guess
Going to
that's
bed.
probably worth it.
I'm taking my armor off. Put the shield down. Going to bed.
Favaren?
Just sleeping.
While I'm down with the bartender, can I try to like play him slower songs, trying to kind of lull him to sleep,
Yeah, you can do that.
convince him to take a load off, have a nice drink.
Sure. Can I get a performance roll, please?
Sure thing. Where is what is that under? Assuming charisma?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so, yeah.
Performance. There it is. All right.
Nice.
Okay.
More than half.
Decently.
Decent,
But
alright.
pretty far gone as it is. So you can see him nodding his head more and more. We talk about before bed to help the night and sleep come. He wanders on over slightly, pours himself a small glass of beer, and then falls over asleep.
Nice.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Good me. Can I tell if he's like fast asleep or if he's just like zoned out a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
is he snoring hard?
Perception check or
Yeah, if you want more information, you'll have to go up and examine him with perception.
I will go up and examine him.
Go for it.
I will
We'll see
feel
just
that bartender.
how. Because it's gonna suck. Ooh.
Okay, all right. You think he's probably asleep? I mean, he could be faking. Those snores are a little loud. But I mean, if he is faking, it's a pretty good act.
Good fake.
Good fake.
All right. I'm gonna pat him on the back and go up to the room with the others.
Okay. There is no response or movement from the bartender as you pat him, and then you head on up the stairs, finding the best room in the house unlocked for you to enter.
Sure thing. And I'll pack up for the night.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything you guys like to do during the night, or you just want to get your full rest?
Sleep.
Full rest.
Got it.
Full rest, full chainmail.
I would just like retune my instruments, but otherwise I'm just going straight for sleep.
Okay. You all hunker down and sleep the night away, and sleep a little bit into the morning, having a nice, luxurious sleep in some of the best beds you've ever slept in a long time. Wake up, sun's peeking through the windows a little bit. You can hear some chickens that you saved off clucking a little bit. Rooster too.
Feels good,
At
man.
the sunrise.
All right, well, I guess I'm gonna take don my armor again. Is everyone else getting up?
I'm just gonna roll.
I
out of
yawn
bed.
and I just roll on my side.
I am not
5
gonna be
more
quiet.
minutes, Mom. Just 5 more minutes. I like pull whatever blanket I have a little bit over my shoulders.
I clumsily
Cling.
roll out of bed and just make a loud thud.
The floor shakes a bit as the little gnome rolls out fully armored onto the wooden floor below. Metal as Stein puts back on all the different parts of his armor,
So many
readies his
buttons.
mace, giving it a little swing to make sure it still works after its unfortunate encounter with the tree the other day.
Gotta regrip it.
Once they're all donned, they both begin marching out of the room, thump, 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 as they stomp onto the floor in their heavy armor out the door.
Good riddance. And I take like 5 more minutes of sleep.
Okay.
All right, where to, Stan? What are we doing?
I mean, who do we talk to? We talked to the bar guy. Is he awake now? We could go see if he knows of any commotion from the night. He was informative last time.
Sounds
what I'm going
sounds
with.
pretty logical.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good next step. Go, let's go. To
Okay.
the bar. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
You head on down to the inn's common room / bar. You do not see the bartender from the previous day, but instead a young woman is now attending to the bar and She looks up, a smile lighting her face as well as you appear in the stairwell. Welcome, heroes. What can I get you for this morning?
A nice tall glass of information.
Maybe,
thing.
maybe eggs and toast.
Toast, you got it.
Perfect.
We were wondering if anything. What time is it? Is it like early?
About 8 or so in the morning.
What are we wondering?
I mean, did anybody see anything weird? Did anybody come in screaming about, oh man, people threw orc heads at us?
I like how you say orc heads.
We're goblins, close enough. They're both,
She thinks for a second, goes, no one was talking about that. We saw a bit of lights last night, though, so seeing that burned field this morning, we were a bit worried, but looks like you guys stopped it.
I'm just standing there smiling proudly.
Lots of buckets of water,
3 of them, even.
at least.
At least. All right. I'm just gonna like walk away and sort of pull on Stein.
But my toast.
At this
I
point,
mean,
like, I'm probably walking down the stairs
I'm
now.
a gnome, so I could just be like yanking on you for no reason. So.
It's a child trying to pull on the chain.
Yeah. Hey, Stein, we should go talk to some farmers.
Fine. Let the toast to go, please.
As the plate of eggs and toast comes out, she to an egg and toast sandwich that you can take on the go with you, out and about in the town.
I happily pay for my egg and toast.
She shakes her hand at you. No need to pay.
Okay.
This town is so free.
I walk. Let's go talk to some farmers.
Let's do it.
And I gladly eat my toast as we go.
You all head out into the town. Farmhouses aren't too far away. You can see some farm hands out working some of the fields already. A larger group has gathered next to the farm that has burned with it's got its field burned.
Whoops.
Gathered over there, but
Hey man, we did what we could. We tried our best.
I tried really hard.
I want to go up to the small crowd and to the nearest person. So, what are we all looking at? What happened last night?
the goblins got the field.
Oh no! Anything bad happened?
It doesn't look like it. Barn looks fine. Looks like the fire was approaching it, but
it
either
stopped.
It stopped or someone put it out. Yeah,
I'm sure whoever put it out must have been a really, really good guy.
I'm sure they must have. It must have been you heroes.
Nah, what wasn't us? I start to walk
Not
away.
you?
Good lord.
I'll whisper to Zook. Man, I'm happy they didn't look inside the barn and see the big hole yet.
Can I hear that?
Can
I hear that whisper?
Or do you want to be sneaky about it and just to Zook?
I'm just wondering if
I'm
that's
trying to
weird.
whisper it.
Go ahead,
He's doing his best.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth. See how quiet you are.
Not very quiet. It seems so bad.
I'm glad they haven't seen that hole yet.
Fuck. What's my modifier on that? Oh,
Like
perfect.
-1.
That's what I wanted to see.
This is what I want to hear.
Hey.
There it is.
Oh, don't worry. Stealth rolls for me. It's a 5.
Oh, are you rolling with disadvantage?
On all my stealth rolls.
Oh Jesus. Wait, why is that?
It's part of the paladin, I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, interesting.
It's heavy armor.
That's what it is. Heavy armor. Disadvantage on stealth rolls.
Would that really
That's
affect speech though? Like,
I mean, it's
I
a
don't know.
stealth roll though.
I don't know if he's just trying to talk to one person or if he doesn't really care.
The first roll was a 5 either way, so
Really. So Stein hunkers down a little bit and shouts in a little voice. I hope they don't notice the hole in the barn.
yeah.
As I'm walking off, I'm just pointing over
I'm
Stein's direction.
I'm just like trying to shh. Just keep
Right.
that quiet.
Okay.
Other than the burnt patch of crops, was there anything unusual this morning? Anyone see anything unusual?
To property?
What was
Just,
that?
you know, normal, out of the ordinary. Property, no property, people, goblins.
Well, it looks like one of the chicken coop's fences was cut again. Hole in the barn that we've got some people working on trying to fix. And we found a new scarecrow at the end of one field.
Oh yeah.
A new scarecrow, you say?
Okay.
The goblins might have set it up for us, or it could have been you heroes.
I'm getting like really, really red and flustered. Could you please stop referring to us, at least me, as you heroes?
I'll take it.
I am but a lonely bard.
I just sigh regretfully of last night.
Grin proudly.
Good Lord. Oh man. I mean, I guess we haven't really asked. Are we looking just straight to go for the Goblin King? Have we asked? Just can someone show us? Do you guys want to ask that?
Not particularly, but you can ask that if you'd like.
I will. Can anyone show us to the
Okay.
Goblin King? I want to get this done.
Villagers murmur to themselves a little bit, and then go, "We don't know where the Goblin King is."
And we should have talked to those goblins. Maybe said hello first.
You think?
I just start walking.
I just kick some rocks.
My thumbs.
I just kick some rocks and just angrily stomp away.
Are they going the same direction, or you gotta choose one to go with?
I'm going towards the field where we were last night.
I'm going
Sure.
into town somewhere, not near the end, just into town.
To the field.
Okay.
Just so.
I'll follow Favarin.
Okay.
Um,
Is there anything you would like to do out in the field?
I want to go back towards the I guess structure we made with the goblins.
Okay.
I want to see if like anything's left there, if it's been touched, moved at all.
It has been moved from the forest edge where you first set it up. It's been moved back and closer to the field itself, standing at the edge of the field now as a scarecrow.
Okay. Is the sword still attached to it around it?
Yep. Besides the being in a different location, it looks exactly the same as the previous night.
Okay.
Nice.
And as far as we can tell, like all of the pens are fine. Nothing happened over the night.
They did mention that the chicken coop had some of its wires cut, and the goblins managed to nab some chickens.
Okay.
What?
Um, I would like to mend the I don't know if this is possible, to mend the wiring with
Yeah.
my cantrip.
Sure.
Fancy.
I want to look for a church, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, you approach the chicken coop fence that has some on its wires, and say a few magic words, put on a little show for the villagers, scratching their heads at it, and often forms back to complete whole wire fence.
Brilliant.
I'm
I
impressed.
I bow.
What'd you say, Stein?
I'm impressed.
Okay. You're looking for a church in town?
Yes.
You begin making your way through the town looking for any sign of a church of some sort, and you do eventually find a small chapel on the other side of the town from the fields you were in last night. It's situated slightly away from the rest of the buildings around it, kind of giving it a nice open area around for this town's folk to gather and mingle a little bit during or after church.
Right. I'm just gonna head on in for talk to.
Okay. There are a few villagers in the church, and you can see one priest at the far end once you enter.
Do I notice anything about the church? Like, are there any pictures or depictions of any particular deities or?
There are no pictures of that sort in the church, though you do see some holy symbols in there. You're not sure what deity they might go to.
Fuck. I was wondering if I could roll to see if I knew what it was, but my
You could.
religion.
I mean, you could do a religion check to try to.
I'll do it, I guess.
You can do it.
You can do it.
My
Ooh.
first
Ooh.
roll of the night.
All right. What is your god the god of again?
Birth, rebirth, and renewal.
Okay.
The great deity Lathander.
Lathander.
These holy symbols do not match any deity that you can think of.
Damn.
Interesting. Okay.
They look similar to a few different deities, but the different deities that you can associate with these symbols are from like different ends of the spectrum. A little bit of symbol of rebirth in there, as well as a symbol of death, but it's never quite one symbol
Okay.
over the other. It's all kind of been mixed together in
Alright.
a symbol you're not familiar with.
Little mishmash, a little smorgasbord of
Yeah.
of religions. Is the priest like busy doing anything?
He's talking to a couple villagers, but he doesn't look too terribly busy.
I would like to find a villager that's alone, I guess.
There's a couple in the church just praying to themselves.
Oh god. I want to. I'm assuming they're just like praying in a pew or something. They're not like
Sitting in the pews. They're
yeah.
not like praying on the ground, kneeling or anything like that. They're just
Right. Okay.
they're
I
just
want to like
off to themselves.
scoot slowly up to one and just like nod.
Word of our community's acclaim.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I am not familiar with this deity you guys seem to have what's the word? Pray to, I guess. Would you be willing to fill me in on who it is you guys worship?
The villager who finish his prayers before he stares a little bit wide-eyed at you and goes, "You haven't heard of Zilius?
I have not.
Oh, he's the god of everything.
Everything.
Everything. He watches over each and every person across the land, night and day, sky and earth, life and death, everything. The other gods, even. He watches over all."
Okay. That is very interesting. I've not heard of this deity god. Would you guys mind if I were to pray to the deity I worship here?
Not at all.
Right.
All prayers in religion are welcome here.
That's good. I I believe that too. And I pray a little bit. Asking Lathander for a little guidance on how to find the Goblin King.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a religion check to see what your god says to you.
Ooh, halfsies.
Okay. You can feel the warmth of your god shine down a bit on you. Feel a reaffirmation that you should trust your gut.
All right.
What
It's like
is
one of those
it?
magic 8 balls.
Yeah, right. My stomach kind of gurgles, and I'm reminded that I haven't eaten anything in a while. So I head out of the church and looking for food.
Okay. There aren't many diners, I guess, if you will, in town beyond just the inn itself and its common room / bar.
I'll just head back to the inn.
You enter the inn and the bartender looks up at you and she smiles again, going, "Welcome back."
Thank you. I would like to apologize for being so, I guess, grumpy and cold this morning.
No worries. You obviously had business to attend to.
I had not yet woken up, afraid quite yet. If you wouldn't mind, I would like a small snack. Keep me going for this day.
Right away, great hero. Preparing you a small, hearty snack for the day. What would you two like to do after mending the fence?
I'm walking back to the town. Do I see if there's any sort of like a town square where I could put on a show apart from the tavern?
Not really. There's a slightly larger area kind of in the middle of town, but it's it'd be hard to call it like a town square itself. The town isn't too terribly big, so it doesn't quite have enough people or buildings for a proper town square like many others.
Sure thing. Then I'd just like to walk around the town, just kind of seeing what kind of places there are.
Okay, sure. I mean, it's a pretty small town. There isn't too terribly much. The largest building would be the inn on the edge of town where you first came in, followed by the chapel on the far side. Beyond that, there's some farm buildings kind of out farther into the fields that are decent size, but not too terribly large. Each kind of seems to be tending to and focusing on their little set of crops. And then there's the large barn building itself, which is probably the last large building in town. Beyond that, it starts just being houses and huts here and there throughout the town, as well as a couple storefronts where it doesn't really look like they get much business. In a town this small, everyone kind of knows each other. Really sell to each other per se. They all just kind of help out. But it's likely there for appearances or in case visitors come to town.
Sure thing. I'll make my way over to the large barn structure then.
Again, like the
And,
previous night, the doors are unlocked.
I knock, then turn the handle, open the door.
Okay.
Asking if anyone's in here.
Yeah, you see a few villagers pop their heads up a little bit and then wave at you as you walk inside. You can see there's a bunch of craftsman tools and they're repairing the hole in the floor.
I take a look at the hole in the floor and I look back at them, back to the hole in the floor, back at them. Nasty business this is. Nasty business, and just start shaking my head.
Those goblins seem to surprise us at every turn.
That's what it was, the goblins. Dang
Thought
them.
We thought we would be safe after the fire didn't reach the barn, but they must have found a way in.
Speaking of the goblins, I start motioning with my hands. Do you have any idea where we might find this goblin king?
They look amongst themselves and, well, each rumor says something different. He's in the mountains. He's in the forest. All we know is there's roving bands of goblins everywhere.
Interesting. Can you remember how these rumors started, by any chance?
Well, the goblins leave notes proclaiming their loyalty to the Goblin King.
I'm mulling this over, trying to figure out where this is all starting. So, different groups of goblins are coming in and leaving notes. Is that what's going on here?
Possibly. It's pretty hard to tell one goblin from another.
Look this.
You're in church.
Can I
yeah.
see? Can I see the scarecrow from here, or is that on like the other side of the barn?
Is on the other side of the field from the barn, so you might be able to see a little bit of green poking up on the far side, but it's pretty far and not really clear.
Well, I motion over to where the scarecrow would be, and with a point. Well, I know that those goblins are dead.
They are. Thank you, great hero.
Kind of pop my collar.
Pop my collar.
You said there were craft tools.
Yeah, they've got some boards and hammers and saws, and they're repairing the hole in the barn floor.
Can I tell if they like make anything? If it's apart from just regular construction work, but if they actually like, make any items?
Sure, yeah. You don't really think so. It looks like they just kind of make what they need. So repairs, they might make themselves some barrels or fix a cart or something like that. But they aren't really producing anything. There's not any commodity that they're waiting.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all for the help. Appreciate it. Is there any person I should talk to regarding these notes left by the goblins?
Oh, they all get funneled to the end usually.
To the end.
We all pass them around and talk about what we should do.
Are they stored somewhere? Is there someone we should talk to?
I'd ask the bartender. He might have a lockbox with them. I'm not sure.
You say he. When we woke up this morning, there's a woman.
She helps out there, but you probably met the owner yesterday.
Yesterday, yes. He was rather tired when we came back.
He does that. He gets excited whenever we get some new visitors to town.
Is he the mayor too?
We don't really have a mayor. Everyone just kind of helps each other.
Okay.
I start walking away and waving behind me. Thank you for all the help. Appreciate it.
Thank you, great hero.
I stop my tracks, look around at them, like wag my finger. No, please don't call me oh great hero. And start
Whatever
walking
you
back out.
say, oh great and powerful hero.
Good Lord.
Even better.
I want to take out my rapier as I'm walking out of the building. And as soon as like I round the corner out the door, I just start swinging in midair, just to kind of relieve some stress.
Stein, is there anything you would like to do or talk about as you're walking around with Vivarin?
Well, those guys said there's roving bands of goblins laying around. Why don't we just go find a roving band of goblins and say hey to them?
What a brilliant idea! You go and do that.
Maybe we'll say, hey, where's your, I heard there's a goblin king. Can we go meet him? And maybe we'll get an audience.
So great.
Thinking, perhaps we should make a note ourselves to send out to the goblins. Thinking face.
What language you want to write it in?
Well, my good sir, just so happens I speak Goblin.
Yeah, but what language should we write it in?
Oh, I'm thinking Goblin all the way. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to spell that out for you.
My God. But
Maybe we should see if our other party members would like to follow in this endeavor.
Yeah, that's probably a good choice.
I'll start making my way back towards the I guess back towards the inn.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
That's our central meeting point, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring.
Okay, yeah. You make your way back to the inn, and you find your little gnome party member eating a nice, great big, hearty little snack for the day.
yum yum.
Once I see him, I want to like walk up to him, just give him a nice little pat on the head.
I'm just gonna sigh and then turn around and be like, "Welcome back, guys. I'm sorry for getting so frustrated this morning.
Happens to the best of us.
Just needed a little bit of time to consult the great Lathander."
I swear to God, you go on about Lathander one more time.
What did he help you?
No.
He told me to follow my gut, so here I am following my gut.
I like that. One chicken drum, like a big old chicken drum for me, please.
Right away.
Gotta start.
I'll sit down to the by both of them. So I have an idea. I don't know if you would like to join in. And I recount everything about the making the note.
All right. Sounds like a grand idea. I think we should try that.
Where do we put it?
Does anyone have parchment?
No,
What's that?
I got 5 javelins.
I do not either. Perhaps we can see if there's some paper or something around in town.
Maybe this inn would have some paper.
Wait, did you want to go look at the old notes first? I thought.
Indeed.
That would be a good idea. Give us a good frame of reference for our new note.
It's true.
We'll make it the best note ever.
I give a slightly questioning nod over to him.
I'm just
Sure thing.
smiling at him.
Thanks, buddy. Whatever your heart's set upon. I want to get the attention of the bartender and ask about the notes.
As she brings this chicken drum over to Stein, she goes, "Yes, of course, we've got them in the back. Would you like to read them?"
Absolutely, we would.
Nope. I'm just gonna eat my chicken drum.
Well, that's fine. You sit down. Sit down. You earned it.
Thanks, friend.
I would like to add asking if she had any paper and like a quill and ink.
She goes, "Of course, I'll get that for you as well."
All right, thank you. Lathander's blessing.
She disappears into the back and then comes back out holding a small box and some paper to write on. She goes, "Box is open. Feel free to peruse at your leisure and let me know when you're all done."
Brilliant. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
How many notes are inside
There are
the container?
about a dozen notes inside
Ooh.
the little box.
Nice.
Can we tell if the writing is all the same, or if it's like different font or like different handwriting?
They all look like they were written by someone who can't write very well. After a little bit of deciphering, you realize that the notes are all in common.
Oh, hey, would you look at that?
Broken,
How convenient.
but common.
Hi, sweet common.
Most of the notes follow the lines of "The Goblin King declares you ours. Goblin King commands sacrifice. And
Right.
Goblin King wishes you a very merry day."
I want to hold that one up. I like this one. This one's nice. This one actually seems kind of jolly. He can't be that bad of a fellow. With our quill and parchment, can we see if one of us, whoever has the best handwriting, or quote unquote the worst handwriting, looking at the parchment, can we see if we can try to mirror, or at least try to like emulate whatever handwriting is here, make our own message?
You can try, yeah.
What are we gonna write though?
That is the question.
I forgot.
Goblin King, meet us
forgot where
out
the
back
Goblin
at 9.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I forgot where the Goblin King was. I need. What's the password again?
We could invite him for a beer. Nice little sit down talk.
Whenever it's 9. I like the way you think.
Should do like a party
One
flyer.
beer, please.
One beer.
Without any hesitation or delay, a beer is slid across the counter right in front of you.
I love this place.
Brilliant.
So are we gonna invite them for dinner or whatever?
How about we
an
make a wager?
invitation? A wager?
Make a wager.
Who can write the best note?
No.
Who can
don't
catch
steal
the most goblins?
it. If the goblins want the livestock so badly, what if we wager the livestock as some sort of reward, so we know that the Goblin King will show up? Kind of guarantee them to come by, if you will.
I'm not
How could they
following.
how could they say no?
That is a lot of livestock. I mean, it's not our livestock.
I shrug.
I don't know if
I mean,
can.
they do call me "Oh Great Hero," so
I don't know if I can
I heard it.
morally justify offering what is not ours.
I get up from my seat, start walking around. You and your damn values.
Well, I'm done eating my drumstick now, so I'm in. What are we doing? You want them to? What are we? What are we going to write to?
We were discussing the idea of offering the livestock to get the Goblin King to come.
That's a great idea.
I would like to talk to whoever is in charge of the livestock and let them in on it.
They probably don't have a person like that. They don't even have a mayor.
They don't even have a mayor. It's true. We both heard it.
Who are the farmers then? So who owns the livestock?
Well,
We haven't got that far.
we have not.
Just-
Either way,
fine.
we'll come murder whoever comes here. It'll be fine.
All right. As long as no harm comes to the animals.
I won't guarantee it, but I will promise it.
I roll my eyes and say nothing, walking away.
Oh god.
All right. I guess our next
We'll just
order of business is to go down to the farm or to the barn area.
We just scribble a note inviting the Goblin King to a great feast or huge livestock platter. I don't know, something of that sort, and stick that note in my pocket or some pocket in my backpack.
Okay.
I
Are you wanting to match or try as best you can to match the handwriting of the other notes?
Yes.
Enough hand roll, please.
A sleight of hand?
Got to be deft of hand
Oh.
to match this bad of penmanship.
Oh, good lord. Oops, sorry.
while he's doing this, can I try to call over to the barkeep, asking, have you ever tried to cook and prepare goblin?
She frowns a bit and goes, "No, can't say that I have."
Do you think it would be good?
Possibly. I know almost anything can be eaten, but might be a little tough. Maybe a little stringy.
All right, all right.
Zook, you write the most beautiful note you've ever written
God
in
damn.
your life.
Cursive, Old English.
It's got one of those really elaborate starting letters.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Yeah, I just shoved that in my backpack.
Close enough.
Good enough.
All right, I would like to discuss this idea with the barkeep. Do you think we could talk to whoever owns the livestock about either wagering, pretending to wager the livestock off to the goblins, so we know they will come and sort of try to bait them into an ambush?
She brightens as you say that. Why? That sounds like a mighty fine idea.
I know. I thought of it.
Well, which livestock are you wanting to wager?
Well, I know I saw them by the chickens. I saw that the coops were broken a little bit. That might be a safe bet.
The chickens? Do
The
you want
chickens,
that
yes.
all the chickens? Just that chicken patch?
We could say half. We could say half.
Okay, half from everyone who owns chickens, or just half of that one chicken pen?
Let's say half of that. If memory serves right, they only took a couple from what we remember, or from what we saw, right? From that pen.
Yep.
All right. I'll say half of that pen.
Oh, well, in that case, you're going to want to talk to Mr. Wilkins.
Wilkins. Brilliant. We have a name. Where would he be located?
Just look for him up next to the chicken pen. He's probably working on fixing it.
I start walking with a little smile on my face. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, great and powerful hero.
My smile fades.
Quickly.
I just hand goes straight to the forehead.
Would you guys mind at all taking a little tiny break?
Sure.
Nah.
All right.
Not at all. I was going to ask if we want to stop at 9 or if we want to keep going on. I know with Wolf, he needs to quit at 9 due to the
It being
time discrepancy.
Yeah. I guess the next person with the latest time is you, Dale. So
Yep, I'm good.
We can keep going.
Yeah.
I'm in.
all right. Back in like 5.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I'll be right back too then.
Okay. No worries. We all gotta eat.
Right. Back. Is everyone good?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good whenever.
Right. Like Jake is still on.
He was back.
Now he's not. Now he's back. All right.
Hello?
Would you go plant a letter?
Brilliant. So, I guess our next goal is to go down, try to meet. What was his name? Wilkins. Wilkins, I believe.
Wilkins. Yeah, Mr. Wilkins.
What is this about?
This man owns a coop of chickens. I was thinking to soothe your sense of morality, air quotes morality, and would try to appease you and your god. We can talk to him, try to get him in on our plan.
I would like that. Sounds like a good idea. I do like chickens.
They are delicious.
I just glare at Stein.
Too busy thinking about chickens.
All right, so I guess we're heading off to the coop.
The coop.
Empty my beer to the coop.
Yep. You guys head on back to the chicken coop. The couple of townsfolk that have been standing next to it when you mended the fence aren't there anymore at the
Oh,
moment.
thank God.
They seem to have wandered off elsewhere, but you're not seeing anyone in particular standing next to the self. He might be off helping out with some of the other repair works, or might not.
Sure thing. What do you all suppose we do then? Should we stay here for a little bit? Should we try to go off in different directions, trying to find him? Maybe
Split up and shout his
is trying
name.
to split
That's
up and
what I
shout
was
his
gonna
name.
do. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
This is why you two worry me. This is why you two.
This is why I
Worry
follow
me.
you. You're the smart one.
True. Kind of gloating to myself.
I'm fine with whatever, but I think the quickest, fastest way to find this man is to go throughout town asking for him.
I would not disagree with that. Since I know that they were working on repairs at the barn on the floor, I want to go back to the barn, seeing if anyone is around it, in it, near it.
Okay. Yeah, they're still working on the repairs in the barn. It does look like there's a few more people here than there were before.
Is it like I'm assuming the door's open? I start asking around. Wilkins, is Wilkins here? Looking for Wilkins?
You hear a voice call up from the sub basement below. Here.
I want to run over to where. No, there's a trapdoor down. I'm gonna go through the trapdoor down to where the basement is.
I'll stay up here.
Okay. Yeah. Trapdoor is open at this point, and you can see that there have been some lanterns hung up in the sub basement, so it's not quite as pitch black as it was the previous night.
Sure thing.
You can see a few people down here, some cleaning up some of the debris from the incursion into the sub basement from the first time. as well as some people repairing some of the supports and whatnot of the floorboards from down here. Turns to you as you come on down and goes, "Well, I'm Wilkins. How can I help you?"
I look around, see the lanterns, just motion to them. Like what you've done with the place. Looks nice. Looks nice.
Thank you.
Are there any more of the barrels down there?
Yeah, there's about 5 barrels down there. Some that have been hidden in the shadows where you hadn't seen them.
I want to point to one. Might want to be careful with those. Those I've heard from a very reliable sources that those can sometimes be a little finicky to open. Just forewarning. Anyways, Wilkins, and I extend my hand.
Pleasure meeting you, great hero. What can I do for you?
As soon as he goes for that handshake, I just take it away, brush my hair on my face. I am far very. Words are hard. Holy cow!
Words are hard.
I understand that.
Thank you. Favaren, I've heard that you could help us with our chicken problem.
Chicken problem? What seems to be your chicken problem?
Well, I and my fellow band of adventurers have heard that you've been having issues with the Goblin King, and we would earnestly like to help. We've been trying to think of a way to make sure that we meet with this Goblin King, and they had the idea that perhaps we could use some of the livestock as a bait to try and lure the king here. That way we can deal with him.
I'll take it.
Can I roll to hear him?
Sure. Yeah.
Try and hear.
Yeah, I'm not like being sneaky
I'm
about
being
it.
sneaky.
Like,
I'm not listening.
Fair enough.
I don't want to go down there. Been down there. Not a great experience.
Yeah, you can hear him
You can
pretty
hear him?
easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to like poke my head over the edge and be like, "Hey, this is not my idea. He's lying. I love chickens." And I just
I motion to
go back at
Stein.
her.
I motion to Stein. Semantics, his idea.
Just looking off in the distance still.
Wilkins rubs his chin a little bit and goes, "Well, that sounds like a mighty fine idea. And if one of you loves chickens, then, well, I can rest safely that you'll keep them safe and sound."
You're goddamn right.
Really appreciate it. Would you, sir, happen to have any idea of where the goblins are coming from? I've heard that they come from all directions.
That's about right.
Just mutter myself, helpful.
Oh god.
Is there one place that that the townspeople might have noticed they come from more?
Each night seems to be like it's from a different location.
All right, brilliant. That does not help us. All right.
Taps his
They-
hands and
they-
goes, "Oh, they never come from the same place twice."
That does help us. So, could be that they're
We know where they're not coming from.
you know where they're not coming from. Do we remember where they came from last time?
Kind of next to the spot where they came from last time.
Helpful. I'm
assuming
wondering
yes.
if like
I'm assuming we do remember.
They came from like just outside this barn door.
It's like we didn't see what direction they approached from.
No, but you do know which direction they retreated to,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
where you fought them at. So
Right. Okay. That's...
All right. I got to shake Vulcan's hand.
firmly
for your time.
grasps it. Thank you,
Thank you
great
for-
hero.
That's a perfect response right there. That was perfect.
I grasp firmly back, kind of pull him into his ear. Next time, it is Farvanir, not oh great hero. Please. And then walk away.
He waves after you as you climb up the steps back to the main barn floor. Thank you, O great hero Favarin.
Man, your titles are getting better and better.
This is just... They love you.
I'm not sure why I can't.
Why?
I just muttered to myself, "Oh man, I wish I was an oh great hero."
Yeah, me too. He's so cool right now.
He's so cool. Damn. You seen that hair?
Beautiful.
Oh dear.
What's the plan?
So I'm going back up, motioning to come out with me outside of the barn.
I loudly follow.
I just waddle out.
So guys, apparently they don't come from the same area twice.
That's awful.
This begs the question. We saw where they were retreating last night. Is that where they'll come from this next time? Or is that where they came from last time?
Look, if they're not coming to the same place, can I go get my javelin back? It was to scare them, but they're not going to show up there. It doesn't even matter.
You can do whatever you want. I'm not saying what you can and cannot do.
We
I
can move it again.
am not your keeper. We could
May
move
I
again.
please? You should go. We should let's go get that javelin.
Okay, let's go
And
get that javelin.
while we're going, let's discuss.
I like it.
Sounds good.
I think we might want to go back to the edge of the forest where we were last time. See if there are any trails, if they were coming from that way, or if they're just footprints leading away.
Okay.
That might help.
Sounds good.
You make your way back through the field just outside the barn. Is there anything you'd like to do with the scarecrow as you pass by?
Take the heads off my spear or my javelin and just put them in a pile amongst the bodies. Walk away sadly.
Okay.
I would like to try to take the heads. How many heads are there? 5?
5.
Guys, what do you think about taking the heads or taking whatever other body parts and decorating other coops and pens with them as a sort of sign of what's to come if goblins do attack?
That's what I was trying to do, but they're not going to come this way. So
I was thinking we put them in 5 different places around the city. That was my thought.
go full Braveheart. I like it.
Sort of increase
We
the
could do that.
chances they'll stumble on.
Could do that. Do the goblins ever come into the city?
I don't know. Do they?
All right.
Mm, I
Not
don't
as
think we
far
asked
as I'm
that.
aware, my friend.
I don't think we ever asked anybody that.
What we could do from now then, we could take the bodies, decorate them around the pens, and when we on our way back, while preparing for the next attack, we could ask if anything has ever seen herds scuttled around inside of the town.
Hmm.
That way, if not, we haven't wasted anything. We haven't done anything needlessly.
See, this is why they know you as the great leader of the group.
Boy, I swear to God.
Oh,
You say that
great
to me
leader.
one more time. You too, Shorty.
Well, I guess we'll go with whatever you say. Great leader. Sort of smile, a shit-eating grin at him.
I start grabbing bodies. I'm picking up as many bodies I can carry.
I want to take my rapier out and just poke.
Oh God! I just stand there with my chainmail, just
Just take it.
Just a gentle poke. Just But-
gentle little stab to the heart.
Yeah. So I guess we'll take the bodies. We'll take the heads, the bodies, put them in different locations around the pens.
Okay, yeah. Takes a little bit of effort since separate from the bodies, it's a little bit difficult to carry everything all at once. But you manage to move all the bodies back across the field and begin placing them around the pens in scarecrow-esque fashions to try and scare off any potential goblins from any potential directions that they might see it from.
Brilliant. So now that everything's in place. Oh, what time is it right now?
It's getting to be about mid-afternoon.
Okay, so not too late.
what were we gonna
Yeah,
do with this note again? Pull out the note. Go to
The most
everyone.
beautiful note you've ever written in your life.
I really tried.
Wow.
We could certainly we could attach it to one of the pens. I was thinking the chicken pen in particular because we know that we've seen activity there. We'll keep one person on watch. We'll, like say we have people sleeping in the barn, and we have one person on watch, rotating every so often just to make sure that nothing's going crazy. Keeping eyes out for whatever goblin might come upon the note. Make sure they read it. Make sure none of the chickens are lost. That they don't try to grab nothing extra. And we'll see where it goes from there.
Sounds like
What do you
a
guys think?
grand idea. Do that.
On the note, we said that we're giving them some chickens. What if they take the note and chickens?
And that is why one of us will be there.
But then how will they get the note back to the Goblin King?
That is a good question.
Okay. I wasn't connecting dots.
Should one of us stay with the note?
I mean, I was seeing
Watching over the note?
just watching over the note, watching over the pen, and if
Don't take the note, shove it in their face, and
yeah, if they try to take one of the chickens, 2 of the chickens, 10 of the chickens, I don't know how many they want. Stop them, apprehend them, say hello first. I think they like the word hello.
Oh,
Like I can teach you all how to say hello in Goblin. And try to make that wager with them.
sounds
It
good.
might Hell, we might even be able to come to some sort of a salvageable relationship with the goblins.
Got a +1 on my persuasion.
Aren't their bodies strung across the stupid coops right now?
They started it.
I mean,
I
I don't
like
know
it.
about that.
I like it.
I
Let's
guess
just-
so.
I like
that's
it a
true.
lot. It's a good plan.
They did burn crops, so
Remember, Zook, he is the smart one.
he is the great one.
Like, he yelled at me last time. I'm not saying that.
What a coward.
Whoa, guy. Whoa. Better not be calling me a coward.
Store that for later.
Just
put a
tuck
pin
that
in
one
it.
away into the memory bank.
Just gonna make a nice little mental note on that one.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking of going back to the trail earlier where we fought all those goblins. See if there's anything, any sort of footprints, marks, suggesting where they went, where they were coming from.
Okay. You make your way back to the forest, and you find the little area right at the edge where you fought the goblins before. A little bit of blood spilled on the ground. Can I get a survival check to try and find any tracks or footprints?
Yeah.
Mm,
Ooh. Oh well.
God dang it, that would be that one too. All right, so I might be smart. I'm not wise.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'll be helping you look. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And I am also not wise. Hey, that's not bad though.
Hey.
Christ.
Solid.
I'm very aloof.
Haha.
Right.
Favarin, you look into the forest, but it's rather dark and intimidating, and you're pretty sure nothing actually lives in the forest.
Just staying for me, man.
This place is dead.
Guys, I don't think they came from here.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
Zook, you see some signs of on some of the nearby bushes where it looks like a goblin jumped out, much as they did last night when you fought them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really see all that much.
There was something
Stein.
here. Not anything here anymore.
Oh man.
On the other hand, he's like, guys, it's right there.
What are you talking about?
Rex.
Like clearly something. Look right here. Look at this.
I found it.
Stein, you see, boom, there's a trail, there's a trail, there's a trail, there's a trail going away from here, like one goblin ran away.
Like guys, there's I can see at least
6 trails.
eight so trails that we were going different directions. But one ran that way. One came over here. It looks like there was a struggle in this. Oh, that's where we fought at. One went that way. I don't know how you guys are missing this.
I rub my eyes. They hurt.
Well, one
Forest
ran
is pretty
that
dark
way.
and intimidating.
We couldn't go look at that one that ran away. Little feet patterns. He's running because he was scared. Not me.
Do you see anything coming from this way?
Yeah, there's some trails coming this way.
Like approaching towards us?
Forest.
I'll point him out for you.
There's that one.
Thanks. I start looking with Stein.
Well, if there are some trails, we should follow these trails.
But there's like a lot. There's only a couple of us.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one
I mean,
leads farther into the forest? Let's
I
go.
mean, one of these trails had someone that ran away. right down the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good place to start, if you ask me.
Let's check this one out.
I concur. I don't know what trail they're talking about, but I concur.
Right.
Sure, guys, let's go.
I
I
just
guess I'll
trudge
lead.
on
I
forehead.
guess I'll lead
Yeah.
this way.
I'll take
I'm-
the rear.
I'm
with
kind
my
of I'm like trying to keep up with Stein
Okay.
and kind of trying to fight him for the lead.
Nice long strides by the
Yeah.
Stein.
You'll try and rush ahead, Zook, to try to get the lead. Make sure you're following the trail, but then the trail will change paths that Stein turns and follows, and you'll run ahead a little bit in the wrong direction before turning, rushing back, and starting all over again.
So I'm just seeing Zook like zigzag all over the place.
Yes, pretty much.
I'm just gonna march it.
All right.
Okay. Eventually, as you guys make your way through the forest, you can see a clearing in the trees ahead, and eventually come to an old, worn dirt road, passing perpendicular to your path at the moment. Prince lead directly onto the road and disappear into it here on the other side. The road itself seems to be packed down by steps over the years, but you can make out the distinct prints of goblins that are more recent than the other footprints.
Do they go a certain direction on the road? Do they only come from one way?
They seem to be going both ways on the road.
Fuck.
Okay.
Well,
50-50.
they came this way.
Don't have a coin?
I got 5 javelins.
I mean, we all have coins, right? Gold coins, gold pieces.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll flip a gold piece. Heads we go that way, tails we go that way.
You said that
Sure.
way twice.
Go ahead.
One way, whatever. All right. Wow.
Whatever.
So I just roll what? A 1d2?
1d2.
1d2.
You could roll whatever and just.
Oops. 1/2. 1d2. All right. Heads was 1.
Which direction is heads?
To the right.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Pick a
That way and that way. I've got my hands. See? Don't you
I'll never take directions from a gnome again.
grumble, grumble, grumble.
I laugh.
Man. Not going well for Zook.
Poor Zook.
He's gonna quickly become some evil cleric that just descended into madness.
Never heal anybody.
You guys turn right and begin following the old road through the woods.
Oh, I want to.
Keep-
I put my coin back in my pocket. I
Okay, yeah.
didn't just
Uh-huh.
forget it.
Flip it and leave it.
Yeah, right. Job well done.
Can we easily tell like where we've come from and where we're going?
Stein
Like,
Stein sees the trails through the woods as clear as day.
okay.
It's right
it.
there.
The trail's over there, bud. I got this.
Thanks, guy.
No problem.
I'm having an off day.
It happens. Duke was upset earlier. Like, it's me next, so I'll figure something out. So we're gonna just follow the trail for a while. I'll follow
Okay.
the tracks in the trail.
Yep. And then bringing up just the rear, just following them.
Sounds good.
continuing on. I am tired and I'm no longer fighting for the lead.
You're done with that now?
Yeah, it's too hard. I've given up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You all begin following the road off. Do you guys want to be making any perception checks as you go along?
I'll certainly be trying to notice something.
I'll be
Go for it.
focusing on the tracks, but I'll just use my passive perception, I guess.
You got it.
13.
I'll try to see if there's anything like within the trees in the background.
Okay.
Nothing lives in the trees, you know that.
Oh lordy,
You can do it.
Lord be with me.
Hey!
Pretty good.
Yeah, what's the roll again? Just wisdom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
You make your way through the woods, but you do not see any signs of any goblins.
Eyes
As
down
you
the
go.
sign. Yes.
Opened up my eyes, I saw the sign.
How long have you
As-
been walking at this point?
In for a little over an hour at this point.
That's fine.
The road twists and turns a little bit, but seems to be following the same general direction.
And all we see is forest around us.
Sea is forest. No signs of any tracks or anything.
What do you think, guys? You want to keep pressing on?
Been
I'm
a
not
while.
seeing much here. Of course, my eyes could use some work, but I'm not seeing
We
much.
turn around and
I mean, how long do we have until, the sun's down?
I have a couple hours left.
I've got a blanket.
I mean, do we want to head back for the evening? Do you want to try to just walk this out?
We might want to.
Bavarian.
We might want to head back just to make preparations for everything.
Okay.
Bavarian. What is your AC?
Oh no! Why?
Not
13.
high enough.
Oh god!
13? Oh, here we go.
Oh no!
Shot through the heart. You're to blame.
40 damage.
40 damage.
Why, guys? I'm dead.
They're shooting exploding arrows. Shit.
Feel the quick stab. Small sword dig into your back.
Oh, good thing he's behind us.
Do we just keep marching along?
I think we were talking.
Damn it, Stein!
10 damage.
Oh.
I'm fucking dead.
It just drops to the ground.
I'm just one shot.
Would I hear that?
Oh Jesus!
Hear that? I mean, there's clearly a loud thump on the ground behind you guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
What is your HP currently?
-1.
Are you still alive?
Yep. So at the moment you are unconscious
I'm unconscious. Yeah.
and dying. When it gets to your turn in battle, you'll need to make a death saving throw.
Yep.
Just don't fail 3 of them. You'll be fine.
So roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative, please.
It's my initiative. Oh yeah, right. -1. Cool.
Right.
Can I like body just
Fuck yeah.
like astral project myself and just whisper, "Careful, guys, they can one shot."
They're strong.
As you are unconscious on the ground, your body seems to be unconsciously mumbling, "One shot, one shot." Okay. Zook,
I'm first. Jesus.
you're first.
All right. I turn around and see, oh great hero, sprawled on the ground with a knife in his back.
Uh, behind him, you can see a masked goblin.
Ooh, a masked one. Oh no. Is it a touch attack? I have to touch them? You have to touch them.
Oops.
I will. So in terms of like being quote unquote knocked out or whatever, you have to stabilize them and then heal them back up. Is that what?
I
ruling
believe
is?
any form of healing will stabilize them
Okay.
while restoring their HP.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll just go ahead and cast. Will it heal them still?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just cast Cure Wounds on Oh Great Hero over here.
Okay. Can I get your initiative roll as well, please?
Yeah, sure thing. Where is... There you are.
Nice.
Okay. 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which should be Wisdom.
I think we agreed on wisdom last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
6 good old hit points for you.
You back at 5. You gasp as life rushes back into you. You find yourself snarled on the ground.
Oh, thank God.
That was a doozy.
It's not
What's up,
over
guys?
yet.
How you doing?
Pat him on the back. That's my turn.
The masked goblin lets out a triumphant cry and goes, "Ha ha! You fools! You have angered the Goblin King!" Pose with his arms a little bit. "To me, my merry band of gobs!" And you can hear rustling in the bushes all around you. Goblins hop out, each wearing their own different colored mask.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I like it. They're uniformed.
But that's all he does. He doesn't attack or do anything else. He just
Okay.
boasts.
Good.
Sounds good.
Favarin, you're up.
I would like to communicate
Yes.
and talk to this the leader of the goblins.
Hello.
Okay.
Squee.
Yeah, I want to like tip my hat. First off, I just want to say hello. Hope you're having a fine day.
Nice stabbing.
Sorry to approach your territory. No harm meant.
The goblin smiles and looks down his nose at you, or up his nose, depending on how you want to look at it. He goes, "This day shall become fine as soon as your blood runs through the soil."
Easy. At this point, I want to start talking in his native tongue, trying to prove I am somewhat familiar with them. And let's say, I mean you no harm. I just want to have a talk. We can leave. I don't mean no trouble.
Trickster elf, you shan't confuse us with your words of gob.
Can I cast charm
that's too
person
good.
on a goblin?
Yeah,
They're humanoid creatures, right?
They're humanoid. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Now that you mention it, you make a very good point.
I can see that my previous assumptions were in error.
Mm-hmm. Right, so how does that work?
So the goblin needs to make a saving throw against the charm. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. What is the spell's DC?
That's what I'm trying to find.
It should be
I
8 plus
don't
your
see it.
proficiency plus your charisma modifier, right?
8 plus my proficiency. It's 10. plus the
Well, I mean,
modifier.
it's going to depend on what his main
level?
spellcasting ability or
Right,
stat.
which is
Is charisma.
charisma.
That'd be your
So
charisma
if it's plus, is it plus the proficiency as well,
Yep.
or just the charisma?
proficiency.
So that's plus 5, so 13.
Perfect. The goblin's eye seems to glaze over a little bit, and he stands a bit straighter.
Fine day today. How are you, friend? And I stretch it, like extend my hand.
As to you, good sir, as he bows a little bit and pulls his mask down slightly without revealing his face and puts an arm behind his back and reaches out and shakes yours with one of his free arm. And how can I help you?
You know, funny you say that. We were just looking for you. We come from a town just a fair bit away, and it seems
Great gob! What's wrong with him? He's not right in the head.
Is anything happening?
Other goblins are arguing amongst themselves about what to do.
Look, just take the dumb note and leave us alone for now.
So
You
and-
keep speaking. They were just
okay. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, we come from a town a bit back. Seems that they've been having things stolen from them. Now I was wondering if you'd try to come
yes, the town of Tribute.
town of tributes. Indeed. I was wondering. Well, I motioned to my comrades. We were wondering if we could come to some sort of agreement.
And just what sort of agreement did you have in mind?
I snap my fingers. Note now.
Just reach into my backpack and shove it in his hand.
Slightly crumpled.
I'm sorry if you can't read that. It's a little sloppy.
He stares at it a little bit, squints, turns it upside down, turns it back the other way. That's quite the funny note you seem to be giving us.
How do you mean?
You tried, buddy.
Try.
It could prove difficult to the Goblin King to read this to him. What does he mean? What's he saying?
If you'd like, we could simply talk about it right now. Come to an understanding.
Yeah. We don't even have weapons drawn.
I certainly mean no harm.
The masked leader of the small goblin band sits down in the dirt and goes, "That sounds like a pleasant idea. Let's sit and chat with over tea."
Just a side note, how long does Charm Person last?
Last for an
Charm
hour.
Yeah.
An hour, Jesus. Okay. I was thinking like a minute per level or
Around
something. Yeah.
an hour.
An hour. All right. Okay. I can rest easy.
I find a nice spot across, like right across from the goblin leader. Pat off the dirt, sit right down, and then pat right next to me for my buddies.
Oh, coming down.
The goblin leader puts up both of his hands and lets out a quick double clap. The goblins freeze before they begin rushing to and fro, in and out of the forest. A small, slightly frayed cloth is placed on the ground between all of you, and chipped teacups and tea kettles are placed.
Yes.
A small fire is made off to the side. Water
I like it.
quickly comes to boil.
Oh,
Before you can say, "Great gob," cup of tea in hand.
This is nice. I like these guys.
this place is the best.
Do I have a cup in my hand now? Then
Yes, you do.
Pinky out.
I
Cup with
motion
the great
towards with the pinky out. Yeah, I motion towards the goblin leader. I appreciate the hospitality,
Hostility.
to
My
you.
good sir.
And I take one sip.
It
Now
is
on to
the worst
business.
tea you've ever had in your life. You're pretty sure it wasn't made with tea leaves, but just leaves from the forest.
Oh God! Can I? I want to stomach through it. I want to. I don't want to gag. I don't want to do anything. I want to make sure like I can handle it.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
You sure can.
This is gonna be great.
Oops. Plus
Oh, pluses go is good.
1.
Okay. You hold your mouth a little bit as you down the drink, but it manages to stay down, and you think you can handle it.
All right. Well, little difference from the wood I'm from. I set the
Only the finest for my new friends.
I set the cup down on my lap and try to look as directly at the at the goblin leader as I can. Like focus on his nose, not right into his eyes. And so I'm not sure what the Goblin King is quite after. I propose a little wager for you and your troop. If you're interested.
Quite pleasurable to us. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking perhaps we could come to some sort of misunderstanding. I want to take another sip.
Okay.
What I have to another
saving throw?
Blurt out. It's the fucking worst.
Nice. Nice work.
I got this.
Nice.
Doing well. Doing well so far.
Stomach it. I'm just swirling my tea.
Disappointed that I got tea, so I also will not drink it.
Perhaps we could meet with the Goblin King at some point to finalize the details.
Meat! All the other goblins in the band begin
Yes.
shouting out meat. at its mention.
I wave to them to appease them, and perhaps the townsfolk could pardon with some of their livestock instead of you having to break things and steal things. Could be mutually beneficial. I'm now swirling my tea.
And what would be the benefit to you, good friend, as he of his tea?
I just want to see the townsfolk happy. They were having a problem. And me, being the fixer-upper I am, would just like to help solve that problem without causing any harm to anyone.
For a moment, swirls his tea a little bit, takes another swig, and holds the cup out where the red-masked goblin quickly refills it from the teapot. That sounds like an excellent idea. What shall be the terms?
When shall we meet? How does 2 moons from now?
Goblin thinks and goes, but that's 2 months.
No. That's enough time.
It is by far too long of a time to prepare for such a great competition.
I laugh, and I'll stretch my hand. I'm merely joking. How does tomorrow sound?
You hear the merry band of goblins chant out, "Drink, drink, drink!"
God.
Okay.
The leader goblin winks at you and goes, "Ah, yes, whenever we make a rousing, we must drink deep in celebration." See, finishes off another cup of tea, holds it out, and has the green masked goblin refill it up from the teapot.
I take a sip of my tea.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
It's by far the worst tea you've ever tasted in your life.
I would like to attempt to make a sleight of hand and somehow like bring it up without
Spill
actually
it out
drinking
over
it.
your.
Like pour it into like my collar or something.
Right.
Sure, yeah, you can make a. Ooh,
It is some terrible tea right there.
that tea does not mix well with that chicken drum you
Just
had earlier.
Spit it out completely.
Like the moment the tea crosses your lips, just bleh,
Oh,
spit
God.
it,
Just
Oh,
spit it,
God.
all
spit
the
it
tea
straight
out.
out. Spit it straight out.
Christ.
and it doesn't stop with the tea. That chicken leg comes back up, it fights its way up, and just
Okay.
all over the nice cloth. in
I
front
won't
of
be
you.
alone. It's okay.
Mighty fine
There
sleight
it
of
is.
hand.
Won't be alone.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Attempts to dodge the tea, ends up pouring the whole cup into your mouth.
Oh,
That
man.
was a lot of tea.
Can I get
I
a
took like
saving
2
throw,
tiny
please?
sips. Oh,
The cup
God.
slipped out of your hands a little bit, and as it upturned, just all of it.
Roll 1 and 20. And that was Constitution, right?
Yep.
My rolls are bad.
Okay.
You managed to swallow the tea, though you're not happy about it. However, the cloth between the two parties is now ruined and has flakes of chicken across it, covering the goblin leader on the other side.
And covering?
Covering.
Oh, God. Um.
I have some incense.
I do have some incense. I have 2 blocks of incense. Exactly. Seems like a lot of incense.
I'm gonna go stand up and remove myself from the table.
As he's leaving, like the instant like this happens, I want to.
I'm gonna go.
I'll
sit
switch my arms towards the goblin leader. I apologize, my friend. He had just eaten something. Obviously, the tea didn't mix well with his stomach.
But this is the best tea of the forest.
I'm gonna,
Yes, it was
sit-
the
I'm gonna
best
walk,
tea of the forest.
walk 5 feet away to sit with my back towards him and sulk.
Look at him. He looks terribly sad. It has nothing to do with the tea. It is all with his stomach. I'm wondering, could I try to mend the blanket? Like, would that get rid of any of the tea and everything else?
Not
I don't think so.
Really? It's not damaged. It's just
Not, like,
wet.
broken.
Wet and yeah, okay.
Well, it is broke because it's frayed around the edges,
yes.
but it's been too long and
Could if we had a wizard with prestidigitation. Right? That's the cleaning spell.
Yeah.
the goblin raises both hands again, lets out another double clap, and his merry band of goblins quickly swirl around him, changing his clothes and putting a fresh mask over his face, all without any of you seeing his face.
This is impressive.
That's very impressive.
I didn't see it, but it's also impressive.
Dusts off his arms a little bit and picks back up a brand new cup of tea that was prepared during the changing of clothes and goes, "Now, where were we?"
We were right in the middle of sealing our little deal.
Oh, yes, we decided upon tomorrow, wasn't it?
Tomorrow sounds tomorrow night sounds
Of course.
absolutely wonderful.
Then I think we have a contract.
I stretch my hand to shake with him.
He firmly grasps it with his small little goblin hand. He goes, "Let us drink to this celebration."
As
I will not
like
drink.
still holding him, still holding his hand. And can you guarantee that the Goblin King will be there tomorrow? I would like to deal with this matter personally, if at all possible.
Of course.
I'm
Brilliant.
gonna drink more tea in celebration with
That-
them.
Saving throw.
Will do.
Can I can I see, like, sense if he's lying at all? Because he's charmed. I wouldn't imagine. Oh no!
And roll an insight roll.
Brilliance.
I rolled an 8.
You attempt to keep the tea down, but it's just a little too hard, and you quickly just kind of open your mouth and spit it back in the cup.
God damn it!
I just smile and I'm just savoring the taste.
Telling the truth, the Goblin King will be there.
Brilliance. As to finish off my drink, could I like take one of my water skins and add more water to it, saying I just want to drink the largest sip I can, add more water in it to dilute it.
He goes, "Of course," and he claps his hands, and the blue-masked goblin quickly refills your cup.
God damn it.
Come
Even
on,
worse than I
Favarin,
did.
let's drink. I gesture my empty cup towards him. Or I guess my full cup.
I clink glasses with Zook. To you, buddy. To all of us, and I
To
like
all of
wipe
us.
up to the rest of the goblins and drink.
Yeah, I'll drink the already drunk.
Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey. Not too
You
bad
managed
this
to
time.
keep it down.
Fuck.
Favarin, you attempt to keep it down long as you can, and as soon as all the goblins' eyes are turned, drinking their own tea, you quickly just spit out all the tea back into the cup.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I set the cup down behind me and start to and start to stand up. I don't know what I want to do.
Where are we meeting tomorrow?
Ooh, good. So agreed upon then, yes. We
Of
are
course.
meeting by the chicken's coop.
Of course.
And I mentioned which one, by the barn.
Yep. I know that very one.
All right. And pleasure.
Tomorrow.
Pleasure having you all here. I wave to the rest of the goblins like unfortunately we have
Back
business to
to
attend to back in town.
They all wave back at you and chant, "Flee! Flee!"
Can I screech back at them in their language and say flee and say flee back as well?
Yeah.
In a laughing way.
Keep it light. Keep it breezy.
Keep it easy.
They all laugh at this and take another great big drink from their teacups.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, what about you boys? Are you ready to head back to town?
We
Yeah.
shall. Look forward to seeing you
with
guys tomorrow. I give the goblins a salute.
With the tip of my hat, I bow and start making my way back.
Come, gobs, we have a tournament to prepare. And the goblins disappear back into the forest around you.
I nudge Favarin. I'm like, what did they say?
Well, boys, looks like we're gearing up for tomorrow.
Oh my
That-
god.
Terrible. And now I'm hungry again.
Jesus Christ.
I think there's a bit of chicken left back there.
Going for it.
They're going for it. All right, I just had. Let's go back.
All right, let's go back.
Angrily, grumpy, stomping behind Stein.
So, are we like, what time are they coming tomorrow? Cool.
Mm. Mm. That went well.
We should go get some more food.
I
a
give
nap.
Zook a little slap. Hey, we made it out alive, didn't we?
True.
Okay, sarcastically.
Sort of lighten up
Then-
a little bit.
And pay your great soul leader some respect. And I like pushed her off my shoulder.
A little bit of vomit.
Oh, I guess so. Oh, great hero. I bow to him. Calm down quite a bit.
All right, I guess we're heading back. I'm not sure if there's anything we should be looking for, or
I can lead us back.
yeah, I follow Stein.
Lead
Uh,
the way.
Up the path, you find the trails back through the forest, which Stein quickly begins to follow, baffled at what he sees in this dark and intimidating forest, or here. Way back to the town itself as the sun begins to crest below the horizon.
We should get food.
We should probably take the goblins off of the pens.
I mean,
Sounds like a good idea.
yeah,
maybe we could just store them inside of the barn.
Why don't we just bury them?
That's no fun.
That's what normal people do.
Yeah. Let's go around asking how many people bury goblins. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to burn them, but
Yeah.
Maybe we could burn them to provide light for tomorrow night.
it's brilliant.
Good Lord.
Of course, before they start showing up. Of course,
No.
don't want to be like,
Either way.
"Hello, goblins. Here's your brethren."
Burning brethren.
Then again, that could be good to intimidate them that we mean business.
As long as, we get food eventually, I'll do whatever.
We can get food.
As long as we
Get
can.
food, Stein. It's okay.
I would advise against leaving them out. I don't
Alright.
want them to have any more of a reason to become hostile.
I mean, we're gonna kill the Goblin King, right?
Are the townsfolk going to be there with us? Because I feel like they might be hostile.
That's a fair point. And I was thinking we could try to see if anyone in town knows of some helpful hands, people who might have been experienced in some way, shape, or form of fighting.
Oh boy.
This should be
Sounds
easy.
that's a good idea. That's at least it's something.
At least it's something. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I can
Now
I can figure that out. That's easy.
let's I'm going back to the inn. I need a drink of some sort to wash out this tea taste in my mouth. It's just horrible. I drank too much tea, guys.
Worst you've ever had.
Worst I've ever had.
Are you two both heading back?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
Alright,
Food,
in
drink. Let's go.
While they're heading back, I'm staying off with the pens in the barn to remove all of the goblins, all the goblin parts, put them inside the barn in like the little sub basement area.
Okay.
And I'd like to go back afterwards as well, have a whatever finest dinner that the bar would provide,
Of course.
and head back out to the barn.
Okay. Is there anything that you two would like to do while eating back at the inn?
I'm assuming we see
Or
him come
after.
in, right?
You're both starting to eat your meals before he wanders in a little bit later.
I'm just leisurely eating mine. I've got no
Hey,
place to
Al.
go.
I'll wait till he leaves before we start doing anything fun.
Yeah.
All right then. And when I get back to the barn, as I'm leaving the bar, I'll just say, guys, I'll take watch at the barn tonight. Make sure nothing bad happens. Make sure everything goes according to plan.
Okay.
And I'll see you in the morning as I head back out.
I I want to see what his intentions are. I wanna feel him out without actually touching him.
Whoa, whoa, guy! I don't consent to this.
You can try and roll an insight.
Okay. Oh baby. Wait, why the fuck is that 5? Oh, that's because I get a +2. Think?
Yeah, you're proficient in it.
Ooh, baby.
1 + 5 is only 6, though.
Wait, what? Whatever.
And for Varen, can I get a deception roll from you with advantage?
Ooh.
I mean,
Ooh.
sure.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
Roll that 20 for Varen. Roll that 20.
Okay.
The counter 20.
It's your only chance.
He is going out to the barn to do something with the goblin bodies. Tell us, yeah.
Wait, what? I'm so confused on what just happened.
Trying to figure out what you're doing, and so if you're doing anything, you just kind of walked out of the bar. So he's like, he's going to the barn.
I wanna follow him.
Okay.
Oh god.
Perfect.
Stealth-like, just boldly.
The stealthiest.
Good luck, heavy armor.
That's what. 1d20 -1 twice.
Yeah, because you got that chainmail on.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
this is-
It's actually +1 because I'm actually proficient in stealth.
Nice.
There you go.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
Oh,
That's
I
unfortunate.
mean, it's not bad, but
It's not bad, no.
It's not
Right.
the
what are the
20.
chances I roll 3 20s in a row?
well, I've seen it happen before.
This is
So,
true.
It's 5% each time.
what's your passive perception?
9.
Oh, okay.
Impressive. He's so small. He's so sneaky.
Okay, yeah.
Shuffling
Clink,
along.
clink,
Clink,
clink, clink.
The clinking matches with the noises from the animals.
Moo.
I don't know.
Oh, clink, clink, clink. Clock,
Alright.
clink.
Nice.
You follow him out to the barn. He does not notice you unless he's looking for something on the way. You want to make a perception check at all? No? All right. Yeah. He's out at the barn.
I just want to go to the barn. Sit like leaning up against, like before, leaning up against the barn. If I can, somewhat stealthily.
Yeah. Go ahead, give me that stealth roll.
And where is stealth?
Can't wait for you guys to stealth away from each other.
Yeah.
Dexterity. So that's you plus. So I'm completely forgetting. Do I just do the
Oh, now I remember why.
proficiency, or do I add proficiency and the ability modifier?
Modifier if you're proficient in stealth. So it'll be the d20 roll
Right.
plus your dex modifier plus your proficiency if you're proficient in it.
Okay.
Your stealth.
Brilliant. Royal. Yeah. Bet. Bam.
Self-assured that you're as sneaky as you can be, you settle down next to the barn.
All right.
What is your passive perception?
My passive. Who is passive?
Who's?
Zook.
Oh, 13.
You watch as he sits down next to the barn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just like around the corner, head poking out.
All right. And I'm just keeping watch over the pens and silently going over fretting for my instruments. Just practicing away.
Okay, I just watch for like 1 or 2 minutes and go back.
Clink, clink, clink.
I'll be here for the rest of the night. This is where I'm staying.
Do we want to call it here, folks? Do we want to keep going?
Sounds
How's
good to me.
everyone feeling?
I'm alright with whatever.
I'm good with ending it here.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like
sure.
a good time.
Since it's been another hour since I checked, I wanted to
Yeah.
check again.